Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm King Posh, your host for today's show. So today we are looking at the 1973 Ford Capri RS3100 Turbo. I'm showing you guys my rear-wheel drive build and my all-wheel drive build, and we're going to test drive both of them. I made a rear-wheel drive today, but I haven't driven the all-wheel drive for a while, so that's going to be fun. I want to do a huge shout out to IntelliSamurai for asking for this car while I was on vacation, but I told him once I get on, I'll get on here and do this for him. So Intelli, this is for you. His name is also Jorge. Great guy, great drifter. And he's also on Mixer, so you can always check him out on Mixer. I believe it's the same name in IntelliSamurai. I'll double check, but I'll put it in the description down below, and we'll go from there. So let's get right into it. So let's look at this bad boy. And what I've done to it, as you can tell, I put some downforce in the back. And I mean, I see a lot of people, they like running downforce. So I said, you know what, I'll run downforce on it. And then I also made the tires wider in the back to give it more of a race look. And then it's also got drag tires on it. And that really helps when you're drifting. So for the rear-wheel drive, that's what we're going to start out with. I'm going to show you guys what I put onto the car, and then I'll show you the tune. So I went with the stock powertrain. My all-wheel drive has the 3.7 liter, but I decided I would go with the stock. All right, I got 420 horsepower with 440 pounds of torque, and it only weighs 1,964 pounds. Alright, driveline, stock, aspiration. He wanted a turbo. Here's a turbo. I give you a twin turbo on that. Alright, I removed the front bumper in the front, and of course I put a race rear wing in the rear, and I removed the rear bumper. Very race looking. Alright, tires, I have the drag tire compound. Alright, front tire width, I leave it stock. And I upgraded the rear tire width, so it really looks good. Alright, rims, if you guys have watched my videos before, this is my favorite rim I always use, the TC105Ns. Alright, I have 13s in the front, 13s in the rear. And I mean, you could, if you really wanted to, max them out if you want. The drag tires are really good, and they are exceptionally good when you increase the rim size. Alright, race clutch, race transmission, race driveline, race differential. Alright, brakes, race springs and dampers, race front anti-roll bars, race rear anti-roll bars. I didn't put a roll cage in here. You can, you're just going to be adding a lot more weight to it, but that's up to you guys. You guys can do that. And race weight reduction. Alright, got a race air intake, race carburetor, race ignition, race exhaust, race cams, race valves, race engine block, race pistons, race turbo, race intercooler, and race oil and cooling. And last but not least, race flywheel. Now these things here, these things add a lot of weight, so you kind of got to watch them. So see, that I could be down under like around 1,800 pounds, but I need a little bit more power out of this car, so I went with them. Let's show you the tune and show you guys what I've done. So I got 55 front and rear. Okay, and you guys can take a pen, paper, and write down these numbers in case you need to change anything, rims, body, especially if you put a roll cage in there. You're going to want the springs. So here's my gearing. This is what I came up with, 155.5 miles per hour. So this is a semi-straight build. Alright, alignment. And how it's a straight build is these two numbers right here, especially this number right here, the rear, 2.1. That is a straight build. 2.1 to 3.6 is a semi-straight build for you. Anything higher than 3.6, you're going to get a lot more pull when you're going down the straightaways in a car. Alright, anti-roll bars. Now, how did I get these numbers? Alright, so you get like, say you get in there and it's a 19.23, and you're like, Posh, how are you getting these exact numbers? You take this number right here, alright, and you go all the way down to soft, or all the way down to stiff, and it zeroes it out. Okay, and that's how you get to it. Alright. Springs the same way. You just take it all the way to stiff because you're going to be working with high numbers anyways, and you try to make the numbers even as close as possible. Alright. And then ride height, I always try to make my ride height even. I always see better improvements in handling if they're even. Alright, dampening. I haven't changed this dampening in years. So 10.0, 10.0, 1.0, 1.0. Alright. If you're on Horizon, you don't see 1.0. You get about 3.0. So if that happens, if you're going to take this tune and try to use it on a different game, I mean, you could. I don't know how well it's going to do. It might do well. Just take these numbers and up them by 3. Alright, 13. Alright. I did 120. Now this number, you guys can change it however you want to use, but I used 120. Alright. Braking. I have the braking force balance going to the front wheels. That's so when you're going around a corner, you need a little bit more back end kick out. Hit your brakes and your back end will, slide out a little bit more and help you do longer slides. Alright, and light braking pressure because it's rear-wheel drive. Alright, and then here's my differential, 75% and 82% deceleration. So that's the tune, guys. No, because I was changing things. I was showing you guys stuff. And this is where I test drive all of my cars. And, yeah. The 54.9. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, and if you don't want to bother, you know, with writing down the tune, I do have it right here, King's Rear-Wheel Drive Drift. I put it up today, 08/05/2019. I have third, fourth gear tuned, points ready, King Posh Gaming at YouTube, which you're watching right now. So, and there you have it. Hope you guys like this tune, and let's go to the all-wheel drive. Super Easy Drifter. Got 330 downloads, 14 likes, been used 271 times. Install. More than twice the power. Alright, so it's got a race intake, race fuel system. I mean, it's got 875 horsepower. So, you know it's got everything. It's got different rims though on this one. Stock anti-roll bars. It doesn't have the race ones. Stock in the rear. Alright. For all-wheel drive, really don't need them. They're kind of like I call them a handicap or training wheels, like on a tricycle. Well, actually a tricycle is like 3 wheels. The training wheels on a regular bicycle. It kind of just helps you. You're restricted on when you're drifting with them. They help. That's all I can say. All right, stock wheels. You can just look at. They just look like donuts to me. I love them. All right, stock width in the front, stock width in the rear. Basically, is a completely iced tune. Rims, I don't even know what I have on here. I have the RS GTs. I mean, they look good on here. So, yeah, we'll go with it. Now, if I went with mine, I have to go all the way to the end. I would have saved 8 pounds. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. I would have saved 8 pounds still. They're both good rims. Alright. 13's in the front. 13's in the rear. Alright. I left it non-adjustable. Alright. These are the other things you could use. You can make it rally if you wanted to. Alright. Just how I did it. Of course, the 3.7 liter V6 all-wheel drive twin turbo. So let me show you guys the tune and we'll take it out. Alright, 55. Got a top speed of 173, which is kind of crazy because it's a 1973. Alright, here's my final drive. Alright, alignment. It is really completely different from the rear-wheel drives. No anti-roll bars. Don't need them. Springs. Alright, completely different. Ride height, 5.3, just the same as the rear-wheel drive. Alright, here's my dampening. 7.0, 9.0, 6.0, 8.0. I just made up those numbers and they worked. Alright, no downforce in the front, no downforce in the rear. Alright, braking. My braking force is going to the rear with 130% pressure to really kick it out hard. Alright, Me797, do it with the same. Oh. Terrible first lap. Believe me, there's things I would change on this. This is an old tune. That's why I do 2 laps. Oh. There's a reason why I do 2 laps. Because, A, I just went from a rear-wheel drive right to an all-wheel drive. And going from an all-wheel drive right to a rear-wheel drive can always be a challenge. Definitely an old tune. What year did I make this? A 66,000 was pretty good. It's not bad. 2015, a couple years ago. I think it needs a little bit more of adjustments to what I run now in 2019. It's been a few years since I put this tune up. It's not bad in points. It's just a handful. To me, this is just all I would want to change. Semi-straight build, like I said, 3.6 is your max, you know, and do that, you know. And I mean, that's really all the change I've done in the past few years. Now it's a straight build. It handles better. See, that's just a huge change, just by just a couple numbers, just a few tweaks in alignment, and it's just so much smoother. There's a 30 right there. So you gotta hear the clicky clacks of everything. I go back and sit on the couch instead of being right in front of the TV. Well, the computer's right beside the TV too. It's a strange setup. I'll have to show you guys a picture sometime. Easy, don't screw it up now. See, much better. With a loss of a couple thousand points. Now, if I didn't tap that wall, maybe, but so much smoother. And that's just the power of tuning. That's what's so fun about tuning. And going back to my old tunes and seeing how I used to drift tune, and then put the drift tunes I have that I use now on them, and just see the huge improvements. And that was a huge improvement. So I'll have to probably go back into that later and save that tune. So I'll just make it better. But I really like the rear-wheel drive. Right now it is my favorite. So I think I'm gonna rock that for a while, and yeah. So another huge shout out to IntelliSamurai. Thanks, man. Thanks for telling me to, hey, bring out this video for us to see. So it's all to you and to everybody else. So hey, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Please hit the like if you did. If you'd like to see some more cars be drift tuned, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to do them depending on what they are. I'll do them, and we'll go from there. So yeah, and Forza 6 is going gold on the 16th of August. So tell your friends that, you know, who can't afford it, to definitely pick it up. And also on top of that, you also got to know that any car packs, anything on this game ends that day. You can't pick them up anymore. It's done. So if you're gonna buy anything, buy them now before the game comes out on gold. So yeah, that's a big thing. I know the servers have been shaky here and there. It's probably because they've been trying to set everything up with this gold account, and you guys just be patient with Forza Motorsport. They know what they're doing. Everybody has their hiccups. Just be patient, and I'll see you online. So peace out. I'm King Posh. You're so pretty.